Hello folks, it's Clutch Builder here. I don't know if you can tell, but this isn't actually me. I don't wear a hot dog costume most of the time, but apparently this minifigure does. It's a little weird, dude. Alright. He's just gonna stay there for this video, because why not? What I've got for you today is something that I think is very interesting, and it's right in front of me right now. This is a Lego ball track. It's kind of hard to tell, but a ball will actually roll through there if you place it at the top. So let's take a look. Alright, so as you can see, there is a difference in height between here and here. However, there does not appear to be a difference in height between here and here, or here and here. So how does the ball actually keep rolling? Well, that is all down to the fact that the track starts at each 16 stud interval, 2 studs apart, and then widens to 3 studs apart. I mean, if you include the other ones. So, actually there would be 0 studs apart and 1 stud apart. And what that makes happen is it allows the ball to sink down further into the track because the rails are further apart. And since it's actually constantly falling, it continues moving. Now, why in the world would you want to use a track like this? Looks very complicated and just kind of weird. Well, this is a great way to transport your ball long distances without too much vertical. Because for every 16 studs, your ball is on the exact same elevation, brick-wise. So that means you can transport a Lego ball 32 studs, the size of a normal base plate, and all the elevation changes by is 1 plate, which is pretty incredible. What I've got here is a few of these 16 stud segments. I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. You can do the math. But the difference in height actually ends up being, so let's see, we've got 2 plates under this one, we've got a brick and 3 plates, okay, 2 bricks underneath that one, so that's a height difference of 1 brick and 1 plate, and that's to transport this ball over 64 studs, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. So, getting back to my point about why you would want to use this, if you have, say, a large GPC module, or, you know, pretty much anything requiring transporting a ball long distances, you're not going to want to have a really parts-intensive or bulky or something that's a pain to build. And this is small. It's got a footprint of about 3 studs this way, 2 studs over here, and 16 in the length, because, you know, it has to be length. So 3 studs wide, which is pretty small, and it's not that tall. Just with the track and ball, that's about, I'm gonna guess, 2 bricks maybe. So it's compact and not super parts intensive, just 2 rails and a couple random bricks underneath. And honestly, you could probably run this through a city if for some reason you wanted to transport a ball from one end of your Lego city to the other. I might try that at some point, we'll see. But yeah, a very simple method to transport a Lego ball long distances without having to add too many support bricks underneath, or something like that. Technically this is an illegal technique, however, because we have these rails running 16 studs, but this end is on one stud and this end is half a stud further out, which means that technically it puts a bit of stress on the parts, so it's an illegal technique. but I haven't had any problems with it. It seems to be working just fine. And yeah, that's my little simple marble run technique for Lego. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Bye.